In a poignant revelation, acclaimed actor Mel Gibson disclosed that he lost his Malibu home to the devastating wildfires that swept through Los Angeles. At the time of the fire, Gibson was in Austin, Texas, preparing to record a podcast interview with Joe Rogan. This tragic event serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of life and the profound emotional impact of losing a cherished home. California has a long history of wildfires, but recent years have seen an alarming increase in both frequency and intensity. Factors such as climate change, prolonged droughts, and urban expansion into fire-prone areas have contributed to a wildfire crisis that poses a significant threat to lives, property, and the environment. The 2024 wildfires in Los Angeles were particularly devastating, affecting countless families and individuals, including Gibson. Wildfires are complex phenomena influenced by various environmental and human factors. Among the leading causes are 1. Climate change. Rising temperatures and changing precipitation patterns have created ideal conditions for wildfires. Drier landscapes become more susceptible to ignitions, and hotter weather can exacerbate the spread of flames. 2. Vegetation management. Overgrown forests and shrublands can serve as fuel for wildfires. In many cases, lack of proper management has allowed fuel loads to build up, leading to more intense fires. 3. Human activity. The majority of wildfires are ignited by human activities, whether through negligence or intentional acts. Campfires, fireworks, discarded cigarettes, and power lines are common sources of ignition. 4. Santa Ana winds. These strong, dry winds can quickly spread flames and embers, creating conditions that allow fires to jump from one area to another, making firefighting efforts even more challenging. Understanding these causes is crucial for developing effective prevention strategies and fostering public awareness about the dangers of wildfires. During a telephone interview on News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas reports, Gibson spoke candidly about the emotional toll of losing his home. He had lived in that Malibu residence for approximately 14 to 15 years, and the loss left him grappling with feelings of devastation. Obviously, it's kind of devastating. It's emotional, Gibson shared with host Elizabeth Vargas. A home is more than just a physical structure. It is a repository of memories, experiences, and personal belongings. For Gibson, the Malibu home represented a significant chapter in his life, filled with moments of joy, creativity, and connection. The loss of such a place can evoke profound grief, akin to losing a part of oneself. Gibson reflected on the concept of stuff, a notion popularized by comedian George Carlin. Carlin famously quipped about how people's possessions become a burden, yet when faced with the loss of everything, the emotional weight of those items becomes even more pronounced. You remember George Carlin talking about your stuff? I had my stuff there, and it's all like I've been relieved from the burden of my stuff because it's all in cinders, Gibson remarked. While in Austin preparing for his podcast interview with Joe Rogan, Gibson experienced a sense of unease, knowing that his neighborhood was engulfed in flames. I was doing the Rogan podcast, and I was kind of ill at ease while we were talking because I knew my neighborhood was on fire, he explained. The anxiety of not knowing the fate of his home added a layer of tension to the interview. This situation highlights the unique challenges faced by individuals during crises. While engaging in a public conversation, Gibson was simultaneously dealing with personal turmoil, demonstrating the often unseen struggles that accompany public figures. Upon returning home, Gibson was confronted with the stark reality of his loss. But when I got home, sure enough, it wasn't there, he said. The moment of realization is a poignant one, as it marks the transition from uncertainty to acceptance of a devastating reality. In a surprising twist of humor amidst the tragedy, Gibson remarked, "Well, at least I haven't got any of those pesky plumbing problems anymore." This statement reflects his resilience and ability to find a silver lining, even in the face of significant loss. Humor can be a coping mechanism, allowing individuals to navigate their grief while maintaining a semblance of normalcy. Gibson's experience is emblematic of a larger narrative affecting countless individuals and families in California. The wildfires not only destroy homes but also disrupt communities, economies, and ecosystems. The displacement of residents is one of the most immediate consequences of wildfires. Families are often forced to evacuate with little notice, leaving behind their homes and possessions. Shelters may be established to provide temporary housing, But the emotional toll of displacement can linger long after the flames have been extinguished. The economic ramifications of wildfires are profound. The costs associated with firefighting efforts, recovery, and rebuilding can be staggering. Insurance claims can lead to increased premiums for homeowners, particularly in high-risk areas. Local businesses may suffer as well, with some forced to close permanently due to the loss of infrastructure and clientele. Wildfires have significant long-term effects on the environment. The destruction of vegetation can lead to soil erosion, loss of wildlife habitat, and disruptions in ecosystems. In addition, wildfires release large amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change and exacerbating future wildfire risks. Nature has a remarkable ability to recover from wildfires, but the process can be slow and complex. In some ecosystems, fire plays a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. However, the increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires pose challenges to this natural cycle. Restoration efforts are often needed to help ecosystems recover. This may involve replanting native species, controlling invasive plants, and monitoring wildlife populations. The balance between natural recovery and human intervention is delicate and requires careful planning and execution. Gibson's experience serves as a catalyst for broader discussions about wildfire preparedness and public awareness. As climate change continues to impact weather patterns and environmental conditions, the importance of being informed cannot be overstated. Communities at risk of wildfires must prioritize preparedness. Local governments should develop comprehensive emergency response plans that include evacuation routes, communication strategies, and resources for residents. Public awareness campaigns can educate individuals about the importance of creating defensible space around homes and having emergency kits ready. Families living in high-risk areas should have a plan in place and regularly review it to ensure that everyone understands what to do in the event of a wildfire. This includes knowing the signs of an approaching fire, identifying escape routes, and having essential documents and belongings ready to go. The media plays a crucial role in disseminating information about wildfire risks and preparedness strategies. By highlighting personal stories like Gibson's, news outlets can raise awareness about the emotional and practical challenges faced by those affected by wildfires. Advocacy organizations can also contribute by promoting policies that prioritize fire prevention and risk reduction. Engaging the public in discussions about climate change and its impact on wildfires is essential for fostering a culture of preparedness. In the aftermath of a wildfire, the importance of support systems cannot be overstated. Individuals and families affected by wildfires often face emotional challenges, including anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Access to mental health resources and community support is essential for helping individuals cope with their experiences. Community initiatives can provide valuable resources for those affected by wildfires. Peer support groups, counseling services, and community rebuilding programs can help individuals navigate their grief and loss. Encouraging community members to come together can foster resilience and strengthen social bonds. Government policy plays a critical role in wildfire management and recovery. Effective land management practices, investment in firefighting resources, and support for research into fire prevention techniques can all contribute to reducing the risk of wildfires. Furthermore, climate change mitigation strategies must be prioritized to address the underlying causes of increased wildfire risk. This includes transitioning to renewable energy sources, implementing sustainable land use practices, and promoting public awareness about the importance of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. As Mel Gibson navigates the aftermath of losing his home, his resilience serves as an inspiration to others facing similar challenges. The ability to find humor in adversity, coupled with the willingness to reflect on one's experiences, highlights the strength of the human spirit. Gibson's personal loss is a reminder that wildfires do not discriminate. They can affect anyone, regardless of fame or fortune. The emotional weight of losing a home is universal, and his story resonates with many individuals who have faced similar circumstances. Looking ahead, the future of wildfire management in California and beyond requires a multifaceted approach. Policymakers, scientists, and communities must work together to develop sustainable strategies that prioritize prevention, preparedness, and recovery. Investing in research and technology can lead to innovative solutions for managing wildfires. From improved fire detection systems to advanced vegetation management techniques, the potential for progress is vast. Mel Gibson's experience serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing wildfire crisis in California and the importance of preparedness, community support, and resilience. As wildfires continue to threaten lives and homes, it is imperative that individuals and communities take action to mitigate risks and foster a culture of awareness. By prioritizing education, preparedness, and mental health resources, we can work together to build stronger, more resilient communities. Gibson's story is not just about personal loss. It is a call to action for all of us to recognize the realities of wildfires and the impact they have on our lives. As we reflect on the challenges posed by wildfires, let us also celebrate the strength of the human spirit and the capacity for recovery and rebuilding. Together, we can navigate the complexities of wildfire management and strive for a future where communities are better equipped to face the challenges posed by nature.